Yeah, good morning and welcome again to Summit. It's a beautiful and rainy day here in Lagos, and we thank God for the good weather. I know that by now you are very used to the new normal, which is observing social distancing, wearing your face mask every time, and then always washing your hands with soap and water, and always using the hand sanitizer. That's the new normal, and I believe we are getting more used to that kind of life now. My name is Jumoke Michaels. You're welcome to the program Summit. And Banji is not alone today. He has me right with him.
Yes, and I'm very joyous, very happy, and fulfilled because I've made so much promises to our viewers.
Yeah.
Jumoke will join me very soon. Yeah, but we'll talk about the assignments that you went for, and you brief the viewers. They're interested in what you went for. The first year anniversary of this administration, both at the federal and the state levels, have come and gone. But nobody seems to be asking too many questions really about what they achieved or what they did not achieve. COVID-19 has actually made, let me say, nonsense of the accounts of stewardship that we normally are used to when it comes to 365 days or number of years in service. But on this program today, I think it's just our duty to also bring it up and look back and see what has happened in the last 365 days. Jumoke, you are welcome back.
Thank you. That's one of the new normal now.
The new normal.
When we are celebrating 1 year in office of elected officers, and we really can't say too much about what has happened. Yeah, so that's another new
normal.
All right, so that's what we are doing, looking at the state of the nation on the program this morning. And we're so happy to have joining us Honorable Folashade Olabanji-Oba. She's the National Deputy Chairman, Association of Local Government Vice Chairman of Nigeria. And she's also the Vice Chairman, IKORODU Local Government Area. Somebody that is very a formidable politician in Lagos State, and our friend.
And a social commentator.
Yeah, you're welcome, ma.
Thank you.
Think
good morning, ma. Good morning, sir. No, Ikorodu, local government, the main one, central.
Central.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's talking about first year in office of our public officers. The clip we just watched is about Lagos State House of Assembly. That's the legislative arm of government. In the last 365, that's the 9th assembly of this assembly is what is under review. Now, from you are a member of the ruling party, that's the All Progressives Congress. Even though you are not a member of the House, you are by right a member of that party and you are interested. From even the view of an outsider from Lagos, what can you say about the laws passed by this House in the last 1 year? How well do you think these laws have impacted Lagosians?
Wow. You know, and I don't want to sound too patriotic. For me, I still would commend the 9th Assembly. Okay. The Lagos State is not just state of excellence, just by name. So when you talk about the executive, the assembly, the judiciary, I very much want to celebrate the leadership that we have in Lagos State. And the impact that it has on the residents, I think maybe because of the COVID-19, we're all still a bit overwhelmed. But any day, Lagos leads, other states follows. And I want to say that at the end of their tenure, Lagos definitely will be better for it. It's Lagos for all. Campaigning is about promises made. Right now, it's about promises being kept. The people must benefit at the end of it. It is a people project. And so beyond party lines, I still want to commend them for good job done so far.
In what areas? Is it the area of a budget passage, environment, health, education?
You know, that's why
transportation.
That's why I said it's got to be collective. You want me to do an appraisal on jobs so far. None is is separated from the other. It's like everything goes together to make the government work. And so when you talk about judiciary, the legislatives, the executives, everybody all trying to deliver a better Lagos, a greater Lagos, for the good of us all. And if you look at it, in those different sectors, I would want to use the governor's themes, and that's why you know. And so it's all aimed at creating a more enabled greater Lagos for everybody.
All right, but would you say that because of the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, there doesn't seem to be too much projects that we can see that are being pushed, launched, and then that we can
even the pandemic, it's a project on its own. It was something that took us unaware. And the way and manner that the leadership took it hands-on, and I want to really, really celebrate our governor. And everybody, like it has to be a collective effort, but the proactiveness, dynamism, and everything in which it was being handled, I think that's how we have been able to have things under control. If not, it could have really been worse. And when you talk about governance, it's about protecting lives and properties. Now, the structural infrastructure, whatever, all comes into when we are all alive and we're able to function and be productive and be the very best of us. And so all those were already there. They are still there. And thank God, nothing is really stopping for the other, but we have to prioritize. Prioritizing means the health sector. And I say a big thank you again to our frontline workers, for, good job thus far. Because when you see that everybody risking it all every day to make sure that we bend the curves, okay? And it's still very much a work in progress. COVID-19 is still here. It's still something that affects us all. It's not yet over. But living through it, and the way that the state has broken it down into different stages, depending on what the data, it has now become a daily appraisal, to how we now know how to tackle, where you see the numbers rising in local government or somewhere, you quickly send, And right now, the stage at which is now it's going to be decentralized to where every part of Lagos would have some form of quick intervention to making sure that, no life, if needed, will not be lost. We can't afford to lose anybody. And reducing the amount, is definitely a task that must be done now. So maybe that's why we feel that COVID-19, and it's not only Lagos, it's not only Nigeria, all over the world, it's like a war, state, nation under siege, really. COVID-19 is something that, is holding the jugular, and we have to aggressively tackle it hands-on.
So just briefly, would you then give the Lagos State government, for instance, and all the arms, as you rightly said, you want to give them a kind of pass mark in the last 1 year? I hope I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Not just pass mark, I will still give them excellent.
Excellent.
This is state of excellence. It's not just mouth. because maybe, yes, I'm part of governance, but because I see that there's real efforts being made, that we really, she's talking about the norm. I don't talk about the norm, because for us, norm was not sustainable. We're talking about rising up and doing better, doing greater. You know, COVID-19, lessons to be learned, to make sure that we don't pray for it anymore, but it won't knock us or punch us the way, you know, it first of all rattled everybody. Because even till now, no vaccines, okay? Nobody had any idea of what to even treat with, you know? So a lot is being done now, research, you know, testing and all that, you know, so that we'll know, you know, that we can be better prepared. You know, nobody prays for it, but even when it does, we know that it's not something that will hold us. And then, you know, beyond the disruption as well, we're already planning ahead. Okay, so after this, the economy, maybe slight setback, you know, education. Look at our children are not in school. Okay, good thing. Online classes, radio, TV, you know, to make sure that we quickly raise up the bar to where none of the sectors suffer.
A two-in-one question, that's what I have for you.
Okay, sir.
You are, by the grace of God, a vice chairperson of a local government in
Yes.
Lagos State.
Yes, sir.
Now, one, since the inception of COVID-19, attention has practically shifted from local government to state government and federal government. So, given the executive leadership of the local governments, practically to go to sleep.
That's not true. No, Mr. Busari, please. And that's what I was just telling you. Every local government cannot even sleep. We are the ones that are closest to the people. Okay? I mean, obviously, you go to sleep in your house. You are in the community. Your councillors, your chairman, everybody. Palliatives, your phone, don't stop. Everybody is like, and even without them.
You are talking about the controversial palliative.
No, hold
that
on.
will not get to the people.
No, hold on. And even beyond the phones, even if you are not being called, you know that automatically, when your people are not resting, you cannot rest. What is your job there? And so, that's, you see me celebrating leadership. We have somebody that works, doing an awesome job. So definitely, it's a great teamwork for us in Lagos State. And so you will find that all the local government chairmen, all of them, yes, the governor does not joke on that. All of them are put to work. I mean, it's directives. Whatever is being done at the state level, on the local government level, it's passing it on, because that is the way it's going to be felt in each community. What makes Lagos what it is all those nucleus families.
Okay, permit me to ask the second question. That's the legislative order that the president just signed.
Yes.
That's giving autonomy to local government. That's financial autonomy. Do you think our local governments are financially responsible enough to actually work with that policy?
Why not? I want to say a big thank you to the President and Commander-in-Chief, President Muhammadu Buhari, for taking that step. It's a tall one. I mean, under normal circumstances, it would have been something that anybody else would have had their legs shaking, you know? But it's a bold statement. It still goes back to saying it is the people. If you're able to empower and equip from the grassroots, there will be less problems for the central. So it won't be that everything is just at the top. The people on the grassroots level would also have the enjoyment of the vision, you know, the dividends of democracy that we are all saying we are enjoying. Okay, so it's really part of the people. And why not? Once you have a structure or policies and all that is there, it makes your job pretty much easy.
All right, now talking about the achievements of the president, like I've said that granting autonomy to local government chairman is one of his achievements. One other one is declaring June 12th as the Democracy Day
Yes.
in Nigeria, which he was applauded, and
He is still being applauded.
He's still being applauded and appreciated for taking
it.
that step to
Yes.
make that declaration. But in your own opinion, do you think the declaration of June 12th as Democracy Day in Nigeria is enough to justify the agitation for true federalism?
It's one great way to start. Okay? It's one great way to start and a leap in the right direction. Now, like you would say, it's not, you can't move forward looking in the back rear view mirror if you really want to drive forward. If not, if we want to talk about all the drama and everything that happened, talking about June 12th, we'll probably be here till tomorrow. But truth be told, we are here now. I am glad. Even for me as a person, I celebrate my national leader. I want to say I celebrate the president for doing that. Two things. A lot of people lost their lives, okay, before that declaration, okay. Even after that, the months, the years after the Ekwetedo declaration, to where he had to be put in jail. That's Abiola. To so many things happened. It was the dark days, really, for us as a country. Now, his whole thing then was hope. If you look at his mandate then, it was say bye-bye to poverty. Because once that is out, he felt that a lot of things will be easier for us to do. So it's renewed hope, renewed strength, renewed energy to say, you know what, we are not yet where we need to be, but we are on our way there. And because we are on our way there, we are holding on to something to say, okay, at least we got this. We now can collectively move forward into building on this great country that we call ours.
Okay. Chief MK of a blessed memory was actually reputed for his policy.
Yes.
He called it bye-bye to poverty.
Yes.
Now, if he were to be alive today, would he be happy seeing the abject level, the level of abject poverty that people we found ourselves in today in Nigeria?
Well, I am somebody that is very optimistic. I am somebody that is very much, when it comes to matters of Nigeria, I believe very much about this great country. That's why I'm still here. And so, a lot of things that we feel are challenges to us, I believe that very soon will be things that will make us smile.
How soon?
Very soon. And I'm talking now because, it's just like the early days when the president took, on his first terms, and we were just talking about, information gathering, policies, trying to, now we're beginning to see the effects. And let me just use one, agric, as an example. And some of us, and I know some of my friends wanted to punch me last year, we had a heated argument when he talked about, I think it was the banning on rice. And some of us, we loved Uncle Ben's rice and all those things, And I know I told them we needed to curb our excesses. Right now, we have to grow what we eat, and eat what we grow. Now, that has become a must, like a mandate now, because the forex that we so much, at some point, even when we were supposed to have so much reserves, there was a government that for over 16 years, we didn't have that. Now, can you now imagine if the president had not put that ban on before COVID-19 even, the situation we would have found ourselves. Right now, we're going beyond those individual agreed. We're going to corporate agreed, to where, you know, we know that that is the only thing really that is sustainable. You know, once the food, now the education sector, investing back in our teachers. You can't give what you don't have. Feeding those children, a lot of the children that we're talking about, you know, some of them depended on just that 1 meal or 2 meals that they get in school all the time. Now, making Nigeria that place of choice, ease of doing business, is another one. Okay? If now,
did you say ease of doing business?
Yeah, ease of doing business in Nigeria.
You rate this government high?
Yeah, it has gotten better. It has gotten a lot better. You know, there was a time when you had so many months to wait on clearances, so many months, you know, as foreign investor and all that. It has gotten a lot better. The use of technology, you know, putting round pegs in round holes. And I'm talking...
I'm sure you have not read the papers this morning where importers are complaining bitterly of the loss of huge amounts of money due to
that is
unnecessary bureaucracy at the ports.
Bureaucracy, yes, at the port. You know, one thing as Nigerians that we all need to be careful is we love the big words and the drama. We love to condemn. I am somebody that instead of condemning, let's get to the heart of the matter. Let's all grow beyond condemnation. See how you also, if you feel there's a way that we can do it better, come on board. We all own this country.
Who do you complain to? Who do you
No. Let me tell you, a lot of things are being politicized. Okay? Because you would always have somebody somewhere with some interest, always wanting to tear down. When you say the grass is greener somewhere, somebody somewhere too is there watching that grass. Now, with the one about the port and all that, we found out it's still part of this COVID-19 issue. A lot of people are not still going to work. They're not going to work, not because the government is happy paying people to stay at home. The government is also taking a hit. People are at home, they are being paid. But you are between a rock and a wall because you would rather they are alive than have a sick, productive workforce, which becomes a drain also on the economy.
I think we have to go over and get people's views on the June 12th that she just spoke about. How do people look at June 12th that was actually recognized by the president? Was it really a blessing or a curse, or what's the reaction? So let's have that package where we have views of Nigerians on the June 12th. Oh yes, you're welcome back. This is still Summit and it's our Monday edition. Our guest has been Honorable Folashade Olabanji-Oba. That's a Vice Chairperson, IKORODU Local Government. We've been discussing the 1 year anniversary and the events happening around the country. That's June 12th particularly. But we are transiting now, okay? Yeah, I think I should allow you to have it.
Yeah, to the
it's a gender issue.
To the issues of rape, you know, it's been so been prominent in the last 1-2 weeks. You know, so many issues have been coming up and all that, and there's been agitation for stiffer penalties for rapists. Do you share that school of thought?
Definitely. That just got me very emotional right now because it grieves my spirit, you know. Why now? But then why not now? In the sense that it needs to be addressed seriously. I mean, you know, things happen, you think you can wait, and you know, but who is policing the police? Yes, the laws are there, but something is missing. People are not thinking, or we're not being sensitive enough. And so, for me, I think we need to really go back to the basics of where the problems could be coming from. A lot of it happens in trust zones. Trust zones where you least expect it. Trust zones where silence hides the violence for so long because there's a lot of stigmatism. Our cultural background, a lot of things, you know, the hunter becomes the hunted. The rapists don't feel ashamed. It is the victims that feel ashamed. And then when it gets to the extent to where they're actually killing the victims, it's even worse. Okay? Another one in Ibadan, another girl, church, you know? And if you look at, okay,
But
so
why is it not, sorry to actually cut you. The more we agitate, the more the outrage, the more killings, the most, it's not been like that in the past. What's responsible for this upsurge? And this
and really for me, I don't want to say it is because of COVID-19. But honestly, this COVID-19 is a major disruption. It is a major disruption. And beyond it, we are going to have to deal with a lot more issues in our hands. People, they said the devil has jobs for idle hands. Not knowing what to do with themselves takes out the stress, the whatever, on some other people. And then the mental state of mind as well. You know, a lot of places, like I'd say, the social infrastructure that we have, the welfare system that we have, we need to go back, make it more robust. But the number one is parenting. Parents, occupy your place. I know there are so many things confronting us as parents to where we think the bills first. But the relationship between you and your children, communicate, teach them what they need to know. If there's any signal, any telltales to where they smell danger, they avoid it. And then the way we raise our children, the boy child, the girl child, very important. Okay? Those things that we think don't matter, they really do. If you nip them in the bud, you know what? Definitely, it won't go on to be bigger things. And people that need help, let them seek help. Before somebody will go out, let me use the one of the guy in Kano, to be raping 40, 50 women. It's a mental state of, you know, like, it's not normal. If he had gotten help, maybe counseling, medications, or, you know, some training, whatever, he won't wake up every day thinking he has to go and hurt somebody or take a life.
All right, because of our time, I would just like you to talk briefly on this issue of victim blaming. How do we really overcome it?
That's why I said the stigmatization, it's something that has been embedded in our system. The stereotyping that once you've been raped, you are no longer good, you are dirty, you are filthy, you know. So beyond that, more people are coming out that, you know, they were abused as children. Maybe if they can see some touch and feel, they will know that it's something that, yes, they might not talk about it, but it's there, and it's something that needs to be addressed. And then, change the perspectives, change the narratives, okay, to where we change everything to positive.
Should the rapist be killed, be executed?
I don't know about being killed, but I'm sorry. But I know that the punishment really needs to be serious punishment to deter them from even thinking about it.
All right, that's all we can take on the program this morning. We want to say thank you so much, Ma, for discussing these issues with us. It's really been a delight.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And so I want to say thank you also for watching. And my phone is ringing, but I will not be able to take any message from you today. We'll see you again on Wednesday for our midweek edition. My name is Jumoke Michaels. Stay safe.
Our guest, Mrs. Oba, I'll wait for another opportunity to take you up on the issue, what's happening in Edo State. But that will not be today. I'm sure you'll be interested to discuss it.
We will win Edo State.
Okay. Thank you very much for being our guest today. My name is Banji Busari. See you on Wednesday.